She was rejected on a Christmas blind date until a little girl walked over and said, "Can we join you?" Christmas lights twinkled outside the cafe window, but inside, Emma felt colder than she ever had. The empty chair across from her felt louder than the holiday music playing softly in the background. Every passing minute made the rejection sink in deeper, right when she thought this Christmas might finally be different. She had no idea that in just a few moments, a simple act of kindness from a child would turn her worst night into one she would never forget. Before we begin, if you enjoy heartfelt stories that remind you of the good in people, please subscribe, like this video, and share your thoughts in the comments. It truly helps the channel grow. You're watching Heartfelt Moments, where small acts of kindness create big changes. Emma hadn't wanted to go on the blind date in the first place. She was 32, lived in a small Ohio town, and had spent the last few Christmases alone. Her best friend, Sarah, insisted this year would be different. "Just coffee," Sarah said. "No pressure. He seems nice." Against her better judgment, Emma agreed. She chose the cafe because it felt safe. Warm lights, red ribbons on the walls, and a Christmas tree in the corner made it feel comforting. She arrived early, smoothed her sweater, and ordered a peppermint latte. When she checked her phone, there was a message from an unknown number. "Hey, I just saw your profile pics again. I don't think this is what I'm looking for. Sorry." That was it. No explanation. No kindness. Just rejection, typed out in seconds. Emma stared at the screen, her face burning with embarrassment. She felt foolish sitting there, dressed up, surrounded by couples laughing and families sharing desserts. She considered leaving immediately, but something held her in place. Maybe it was pride. Maybe she just needed a moment to breathe. She took a sip of her latte, trying not to cry. She told herself she was strong. She had handled worse than this. Still, her chest felt tight, and her eyes stung. That's when she noticed a little girl at the table nearby. The girl couldn't have been more than 6 or 7. She had curly brown hair tied with a red bow and was swinging her legs under the chair. Across from her sat a man, probably her father, scrolling on his phone. The girl kept glancing at Emma, her eyes curious and gentle. Emma looked away, embarrassed to be seen alone like this. But moments later, she heard a small voice. "Excuse me," the girl said. Emma turned. The girl was standing now, holding her hands together like she was nervous. "Yes?" Emma asked softly. The girl smiled. "My name is Lily. You look sad. Can we join you?" Emma was caught off guard. She glanced at the man, who looked just as surprised. "Oh, that's okay," Emma said politely. "I don't want to interrupt." Lily shook her head. "Daddy says Christmas is for sharing. And our table is boring." The man finally looked up, mortified. "I'm so sorry," he said quickly. "She just likes to talk to people." Emma felt something crack open inside her. For the first time that night, she smiled for real. "It's okay," she said. "You can sit, if you want." Lily climbed into the chair across from Emma like it was the most natural thing in the world. "I like your sweater," she said. "It's cozy." "Thank you," Emma replied, her voice warmer now. The man stood and extended his hand. "I'm Daniel," he said. "And thank you for being kind." "I'm Emma," she said. Lily immediately started talking. She told Emma about her school, her favorite Christmas movie, and how she wanted a puppy but her dad said maybe next year. Emma found herself laughing, really laughing, something she hadn't done all day. Daniel apologized again, but Emma shook her head. "Honestly," she said, "I needed this more than you know." They ordered cookies to share. Lily insisted Emma have the biggest one. "Because you're our guest," she declared. As the minutes passed, Emma forgot about the text message, the rejection, and the empty chair. She felt seen, not judged. Lily didn't care why Emma was alone. She just cared that no one should feel sad at Christmas. Eventually, Lily yawned and leaned against her dad. Daniel smiled. "We should head home," he said. "But I'm really glad we met you." "Me too," Emma said honestly. Lily hopped down and wrapped her arms around Emma without asking. "Merry Christmas," she whispered. Emma hugged her back, tears finally slipping down her cheeks, but this time they were warm. "Merry Christmas, Lily." After they left, Emma sat there for a moment, holding her cup, feeling lighter. The rejection still happened. Her date still didn't show. But it no longer defined the night. As Emma walked outside, snow began to fall. She looked up at the lights strung across the street and felt something she hadn't felt in a long time: hope. A few days later, Emma found a note tucked under her car's windshield wiper. It was written in colorful marker. "Hi Emma. This is Lily. Daddy let me write you a letter. Thank you for being our friend. I hope you are not sad anymore. Love, Lily." Emma smiled so wide her face hurt. She realized then that kindness doesn't always come from grand gestures or perfect timing. Sometimes it comes from a child who notices, from a simple question, from an open seat at a table. That Christmas, Emma started volunteering at a local community center. She made it a point to talk to people sitting alone. She remembered Lily's words every time. Because one small act of kindness had reminded her that she mattered. And maybe, just maybe, that's what Christmas is really about. So if you see someone sitting alone, if you notice someone looks sad, don't look away. Walk over. Say hello. You never know how deeply your kindness might change someone's life.